and welcome to the Unexplained Archives. I'm Jaime, one of your hosts.
Hello, I am Jen, one of the other hosts.
Yeah, you think that as we've done this 24 times now,
Yeah.
that I would be more smooth at my introduction. You know, I'm like, hello, this is Jaime. Yeah, anyway, hi.
Hi. That's
And
okay.
welcome.
Yeah. Well, we like to keep it different, so I think it's we can still be like differently awkward each time.
Yeah,
too, right?
exactly. I can
Why not?
always find a new way to be awkward.
Exactly.
I've
I
learned
can
that.
too. It's great.
Yeah. I'm owning it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. It's been a good week. We did have some news in the paranormal world, some sad news.
It's very sad.
Very
Yes.
sad news. Dan Rivera, who was kind of the handler for the doll Annabelle, has passed away. He was found dead in his hotel room. They were making their stop in Gettysburg, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, they found him. It sounds like workers had come in and found him, and he had passed away. They're saying there is no foul play. But I am questioning how a 54-year-old man can just pass away.
Yeah.
And just in his sleep. I mean, listen, anything's possible. We don't know
Right.
his health. We have to wait till the autopsy results come out to get like an actual cause of death.
Yeah.
But this is the guy who handled Annabelle.
I know. And we said we were going to see what happens on her path. And sadly, I did not expect this, you know.
No.
And the thing is, I mean, you wouldn't think that they would let him be her handler if he had health issues. That's kind of what comes to mind for me, you know?
Absolutely.
You would think that would be part of the screening, you know, because it is a high stress. I would think it would be a high stress job to do this, too. You know?
Yes.
So,
yes. And
yeah,
it sounds
that's
like,
very sad.
It's so sad. He's been working with them for quite a while now. Been on the tour since this began in springtime, beginning of summer.
Yeah.
And this unfortunately happened. So, I mean, is this possible that Annabelle did this?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there are stranger coincidences, but at the same time, I mean, the fire, you know.
Yes. The prison outbreak.
And now the death of her handler.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to just kind of brush off.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think, of course, you're going to get people who are going to come up with a very logical reason as to, what this is and what could have caused it.
So, I don't know how we can explain all of that off as coincidence, but I'm sure there will be plenty of that. So
definitely will.
Yeah.
So we'll keep everyone posted. We're going to keep our ears open on how this one, comes out when we get more information after the autopsy, and just hear what other people have to say about what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I saw that they haven't released a whole lot of information on cause of death or any of that, but I'm sure it'll come out, and we'll keep everybody posted.
Yes,
on that.
Absolutely. Yes, it's a dangerous job being the handler of Annabelle, or probably any haunted doll, I would think.
Yeah. I you know how I feel. You know how I feel about these dolls.
Yeah.
So and so we in November we're going to the Rhodes, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to the Rhodes Hotel in Indiana.
I keep thinking about that doll room and it freaks me out. So I'll be staying away from that. You can have it. Okay. You can have the doll room.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to end up being my room. Most everyone is terrified of dolls.
Yeah.
That's coming with us. They're not really excited about dolls. And that's like the one thing that one of the few things, it doesn't get to me as much.
Yeah.
If I heard there was a doll in there that was super haunted or causing trouble, because we've had, we discussed Peggy before, and Peggy Peggy freaks me out, like specifically Peggy, because there's just something about it. Like I don't even want to mess with that.
No.
I don't want to mess with it. So there's just certain things, and I would be the same with Annabelle. Like I just wouldn't mess with it.
No, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we'll see what other things that come up on Annabelle's trail, and keep everybody posted on her handler. That's so sad. Very sad.
It is so sad. That's so young.
I know, it is so young.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that. So our condolences to his family.
Yes, absolutely.
Way too young.
Very young.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I guess I'll update everyone on my week. It has looked up. I feel like there's been a little bit of shift. We've had some sadness, of course, in the family, but my mom reached out to me. I reached out to her to see how she was doing, every day, pretty much since the celebration of life for my stepdad. And she seemed okay. She said that David, my stepdad's favorite flower, is a zinnia. And when she went out to kind of instruct my uncle on what not to mow over in the yard, when he was there to help her out with some yard work, in a random spot, just standing alone, was the tallest zinnia, the most beautiful tall zinnia that she has ever seen. It was like bright, like kind of a beautiful purple with the yellow center.
Yeah.
And it came up overnight. She's like, it was not there yesterday, and it was fully grown, full bloom, most beautiful zinnia she had ever seen. And she has never planted zinnias in that area. She has some like way like over on the other side of the yard. And so this magical zinnia popped up, and she feels like it's a sign from David to let her know everything's okay, or she's going to be okay, and I just loved that. And it kind of warmed my heart.
I loved that
hearing
too.
that story.
That's fantastic.
And then also she said that as she was pulling in to the driveway after the celebration of life, the most beautiful rainbow was like over her house. And I know, it was so cool. And the funny thing is when we were on our way back to Tulsa, I was riding with my sister and her husband and her daughter. And it was kind of raining off and on, but there was a little bit of sun. And I was talking about a rainbow that I had seen in Tulsa. And like a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I saw the most beautiful rainbow in Tulsa. And literally like 30 seconds later, we look over to the left, and it was a full rainbow. I mean, like the full arch, the most bright colors that you've seen ever on a rainbow. So I know, it was awesome. So I feel like these were all like positive signs, and definitely lifted our spirits.
Yes.
And it was nice. It was nice after such a sad and, just I feel like we've had a run of it, of like a lot of things hitting us. So
yeah. You guys had for a month straight, it was really tough. With everything going on with your stepfather. So, having those little glimpses of something is just
it's nice.
It makes you feel good.
It means a lot. Those little things can really turn things around, and it's nice. It's been awesome.
I think that's wonderful. So, that's so good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yay. I know. So I had to share that little bit of cheeriness before we get into the freakiness of today's topic.
Yes.
So today we're talking about doppelgangers, and I'm going to tell you that I knew they were creepy, but I had no idea how many people have reported seeing doppelgangers.
Wow.
In one way or another. When I started researching this, I thought, I'd find a few here and there, but I was just interested in the topic. Sure. But for me, my only experience with it has been who's your celebrity doppelganger? You know how
Oh,
on
yes,
social
yes.
medias, they'll do that. And so that's been it's all been like the fun version of doppelganger, not
Like, what do you look like?
super scary. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So have you been told that you look like that you have a celebrity doppelganger?
Yeah. So a while ago, I mean, not so much lately, but I would say, you know, in my 20s, especially, the actress Renee Zellweger, she was doing a lot of films, at that time.
Yeah.
And that's what I would get was Renee Zellweger.
I can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
it totally.
Alrighty. Yes. And so like I had actually seen like some scenes out of Me, Myself, and Irene, the movie she's in with Jim
Yeah.
Carrey. And sometimes I would watch that and she would make certain looks or faces and it would kind of freak me out. I was like, whoa. It was
Yeah.
like,
No, I can
okay,
see it.
yeah.
Yep.
So I could definitely see that. And like we both have really squinty eyes when we smile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I can see that for sure. And
Yeah,
then
I love it.
recently I was told that I look like press secretary Carolyn Levitt.
Carolyn Levitt.
Yeah.
Yep. I can see
Yep.
that too. A little more with Renee Zellweger,
Yeah, for sure.
but
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah. I'm looking at images of her right now because I had to check it out.
Right.
And there's certain angles
I think
where
so
I can
too.
see. Yeah.
I could actually
not
see
necessarily
it a little bit
straight on, but there's one where her head's turned a little to the side and it looks like you. Yeah, I can
Yes,
see that.
I think so too. Yeah. Like
And like the way she holds her mouth, like her smile. There's something about her smile and her eyes and the blonde hair. Yeah,
the
I
hair.
see it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's been me. What about you?
Oh man. Well, the one I've heard the most, especially when I was younger, like teenage 20s, was Winona Ryder.
Okay.
I've heard that so many times.
Definitely.
When I was a lot thinner, my face wasn't quite as filled out, and you know how she has kind of a thin face, and I could see it. I could see it then. There were times where I would look at her and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. I see it
for sure."
And when I was in my kind of gothy stage, I could see Beetlejuice for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
The Beetlejuice Winona. I can see it.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Marion Cotillard or Cotillard.
Yeah.
However you say it. It's French.
Yeah.
The actress. Yeah. Marion. And she's been The Dark Knight Rises, Midnight in Paris, Big Fish. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, was she Inception? She's like a Christopher.
Yeah, Inception. Yeah, she was in Inception. Yep.
Yeah,
she
wonderful
was.
Actress. Yes.
Yeah. I really like her. So that one I feel super flattered because
I like that. Yeah, that's a good one. I agree.
That.
I can definitely see that too.
Yeah, she's super talented. I really like her a lot.
Yep.
And then a couple times, not as often as those two, I've heard Karen Allen from that was Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Psychic. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, absolutely. Yes. All of those are good ones. I can definitely see.
Yeah. So we'll have to post pictures on social media, some side by sides of our celebrity doppelgangers.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Like it. And if any of our listeners have celebrity doppelgangers, we would love to hear that as well. Or as we get into the creepy stories, if you have creepy doppelganger stories, we'd love to hear that as well.
Yes.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
So
yes.
All right. So let's dive in. I'm going to talk mostly about a case from the 19th century.
Okay.
It's actually from 19th century Latvia. It's one of the most creepy, it really got to me, chilling doppelganger encounters ever recorded. There was actually a book written about this case.
Okay.
So it's not, and this is not one of those things where someone sees a face in the crowd or, you know, a shadowy glimpse or anything like this. This woman was haunted by literally by a living copy of herself. So
Wow. Okay.
back in 1845, she was a teacher at a girls' boarding school, and I'm going to mess up this name, but it looks like it's Pensionat von Nieuwelke.
Okay. We'll
It was
with
in
it.
Livonia, or modern day Latvia.
Okay.
So she was a French teacher. Her name was Emily Saget. She took a new position, and we'll get into how many times she switched jobs here in a minute. She was 32. She was reported to be intelligent, well-liked, soft-spoken, really capable of her job. So a really good teacher. People really liked her. But it wasn't long before students started reporting some very strange happenings around this woman. There was a student named Julie von Gildenstube that later reported that during Mademoiselle's Saget's class, she was writing on the chalkboard, and Emily had, or the student saw two of Emily. Okay. One was at this chalkboard.
Okay.
And then another one, identical, like identical in every way, like her twin stood right beside her and mimicked everything she was doing. And the entire class saw it. Okay.
Really?
So she mirrored all her movements. If she was writing on the board, she would act like she was writing on the board, or she would be writing on the board right beside her. And she didn't have chalk. That was the only thing. But every other movement was completely mimicked by this second Emily. Okay.
Yeah.
So the students all had detailed descriptions of what they were seeing. They said that she seemed completely real. But the real Emily was completely unaware. Like, she could not see her doppelganger, which is, I had always heard that only you could see your doppelganger. So this is why this story is so creepy to me, because everybody but her could see her doppelganger, which is interesting.
This is the first time I've ever heard anything like that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, then I found more stories, which I'll get into later, where no, that's not the case. People have seen parents and, you know, siblings and, you know, other doppelgangers of people that, you know, are close to them. There's a few different stories that were told about Emily's doppelganger. One day during a sewing lesson, the real Emily stepped outside to do some kind of task. But as soon as she left the room, her doppelganger appeared in the classroom. The copycat sat silently in Emily's chair and just stared straight ahead at the classroom. Okay. So two of the girls got brave and walked up to not Emily, the other Emily, doppelganger Emily, and they decided they would try to touch her, to reach out and touch the doppelganger and see, you know, what was going on. They said that she felt like it was like running your hand through, they could feel something, but it was more like a spider web, like running your hand through spider web or a very thin fabric.
Wow.
So yeah, isn't that crazy? So creepy. So creepy. They claim that as they neared it, after they tried to touch it, it slowly faded away. So it was like a mist dissolving in sunlight.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't just the students that saw it. Emily's presence, her duplicate, was observed by staff members, visitors to the school. It became such a known phenomenon that some of the parents of the students withdrew their it was an all-girls school, so their daughters from the school. And they thought it was some kind of witchcraft or, something going on because there had been so many reports, and they were just adamant that they had seen Emily's twin in the classroom. Okay.
Oh,
so another incident was, and I feel like this one's pretty disturbing. It was a warm afternoon. 40 students were gathered in the garden, and they were embroidering. This sounds like a fun school.
I was like, I want to go to that school.
I know.
I
embroidering in the garden. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So they could clearly see Emily working in the vegetable garden nearby. Then, without warning, her doppelganger appeared in the school building behind them.
Ooh.
Okay. It stood at the window watching them.
No, I don't want that.
In silence.
I don't want that.
Yeah. It's so creepy. I don't like it at all. Doppelgangers are so creepy.
They are terrible.
Yeah. Whew. So 2 of the girls, they were intrigued, but also pretty shaken up and frightened. They went inside and they passed the apparition in the hallway, and the apparition remained still gazing straight ahead, didn't move. Okay. And through the window, they could still see the real Emily outside, just digging in the dirt. Yeah. Dang. So it was simultaneous, right? So, it just freaks me out.
I know.
So
I don't
bad.
like that at all.
So 40 students reported this incident. Okay.
Yeah.
So Emily was asked what she thought of all this. She said she never saw the doppelganger herself, but she knew of it because people constantly were telling her, that they witnessed this and that. And it took a toll on her. She became withdrawn. Her health started to deteriorate. She became pale and weak, and it was really getting to her. Some accounts claim that every time the doppelganger appeared, Emily seemed physically drained. So it was like the doppelganger was siphoning her energy away.
It was sucking the life out of her.
Yeah, it was sucking the life out of her. It's so creepy. Okay. Some students believe that the phantom was that emerged from her thoughts, that Emily somehow conjured up this when she was anxious or distracted or feeling weak. That's when some people believe that she did this when she was feeling weak instead of the other way around. So some people feel that the doppelganger drained her energy, and some people feel like Emily conjured this up when she was feeling weak. So it's interesting.
Yeah, interesting theory.
Yeah. So when questioned, Emily admitted reluctantly that this had happened before. In fact, she'd been dismissed from 18 previous teaching jobs because of it.
What?
18 teaching jobs. So this encounter was teaching job number 19. So 18 times before had the same kind of stories had been reported, and the staff loved her. They didn't want to let her go, but they had so many reports, and parents were outraged, and they had no choice but to let her go. But she was such a great teacher and so well liked that she instantly, would get another job, but then it wouldn't last because her doppelganger kept ruining it for her.
Holy cow.
Isn't that crazy?
19 jobs because of the situation.
Yeah.
Wow.
19. Isn't that
crazy.
Nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it really got to her. I mean, it ruined her life, basically. She never understood it. It really freaked her out. Eventually the school could no longer endure the whispers and the rumors and the reports. And so they had to let her go again for the 19th time. And after that, she pretty much disappeared from history. There's no other, we don't know what happened to her after that 19th position as a teacher.
Wow,
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, like what is going on there?
I don't know. It freaks me out though. And that there
Oh,
were so
absolutely.
many. I mean, 19 times she's working at a school full of
Sure.
students. They all report it, and 19 times she gets dismissed
Right.
for the same thing.
Ugh,
It's
that's
crazy.
that
So
is
what was
absolutely
it? What was this spectral twin that they're
right.
calling it? Was
Right.
it a classic doppelganger? Some people say it was an omen of death or a
Mm,
projection of Emily's subconscious.
mm-hmm.
Some people say a tulpa or a psychic manifestation brought on by stress. There's all these theories.
Sure.
Was it something else that's supernatural that we don't know of?
Right.
Was it a fracture between dimensions, which we've talked about a lot
Yeah,
lately?
that did cross my mind. Yeah, a
Yeah,
dimensional thing.
yeah,
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 I love how I say that so casually. I'm like, a
yeah.
dimensional thing.
A dimensional thing.
You know how other
Yeah,
dimensions just kind of pop up and other
right.
things come out of them. You know how it goes.
Yeah,
Perfect world,
yeah.
right?
It's I don't know. This just really freaked me out. I feel like
Oh
this could be a
yeah,
movie in
it
itself.
should be a movie.
It should
Yeah.
be a movie.
Yes, I
It's
agree.
just crazy.
Yes.
There is a firsthand story from Julie Von Goldenstube. She wrote a detailed account. And years later, a paranormal researcher named Robert Dale Owen actually wrote a book in
Okay.
the
Cool.
mid 1800s about Emily's doppelganger.
I would be really interested in reading that
Yeah,
because
me
this is
too.
a fascinating story.
It is.
Mhm.
It's crazy. But she's not the only one. There's been a lot of modern stories taken from Reddit and some other paranormal forums. They're out there. YouTube is filled with videos of accounts of this exact thing
Sure.
happening to people all over the
Mm.
place. It freaks
Mm-mm-mm.
me out. I cannot tell
Right.
you. So of course we always have to talk about the skeptics. They argue that mass hysteria or exaggerations could explain this away.
Okay.
Some say it's a cultural fascination with spiritualism during that era that
Mm.
she was. I guess there was some kind of fascination with spiritualism in the
Okay.
1800s.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's never been an explanation that could erase all the details of the stories or the consistency of the reports of this doppelganger.
That's
So,
the thing that gets me, the consistency and the amount of witnesses,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Those are our favorite types of stories when you
It
have a
is.
ton of witnesses
Right.
to see all of this,
Yeah.
which makes you feel like not crazy at
Right.
least.
And
Yeah.
and I mean, I know I understand that people can, wave it away as mass hysteria, but really? I mean,
Right.
40 students, 19 different schools.
Right.
Like I don't know.
Right.
I don't, and
That's a
it's not
lot.
like that they were reading other people's social media posts back then and
Right. Exactly.
jumping on the bandwagon. Like this was like
Right.
completely different schools
Yeah.
over many many years. It's just crazy.
Right.
But there's never been anything that could explain it away. um and most doppelgangers, the sightings are really brief,
Hmm.
and like shadowy figures or some, a brief, passing, through a room. Hers
Absolutely.
is so different
That
because
it
it
is.
was recurrent
Hmm.
and visible to so many people and
Right.
and visible at the exact same time as she was in the room,
Right.
right?
Oh, it's fascinating.
Yeah. So that
How
makes it
interesting.
very different from other
Yes.
doppelganger stories.
Hmm. Yeah, it
What are
really
your
does.
thoughts on this?
I mean, this is one of the most unique doppelganger stories I've ever heard. It's just like you
Yeah.
said, you never hear of them ever really, like, you don't hear about the person who is the original,
Yeah.
not being able to see their double. And can
Right.
you imagine you're getting let go from different jobs because someone's like, no, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
another person who looks like you is by you, because you can't even see it happening.
Yeah.
So you've been let go so many times and you can't even see what the heck's going
I
on.
know.
I
That's
can't even imagine
insane.
the
No.
frustration or
Mm-mm.
how tough that, I mean, and of course she's drained. And that's so
Yeah.
scary to think about if that was happening to you.
I know, she
As
couldn't
far
even
as
do what she loved, you know?
right,
She
that's
couldn't
the
do
thing.
her job. Like this doppelganger ruined her career
Yeah.
and her health and
Right.
all of this. It's just insane.
Yeah, it's totally crazy to me. All the theories are super interesting, and I think absolutely any of those could be possible.
Yeah.
It's so tough to hear things like this and then wrap our head around
I know.
how this can even happen.
Yeah.
It's one thing to see somebody who looks like you on the street. It's
Right.
another to have your other person following you around wherever
Yeah.
you go. That
Yeah.
and kind of
Mimicking your
ruining
every
your
move.
life.
Yeah. Freaking out your students. Like
Right.
it's crazy.
Yes.
But there's been other accounts. There were so many. I tried to pick out just a few stories that I found when I was doing this research. But I'm telling you, there are so many stories, and it really started to freak me out after I heard so many of them. I'm like afraid to look in the mirror. I'm like, it's really creepy. But so I'm going to share some of the Reddit stories, and some are from paranormal sites.
Cool.
The first one's called the bathroom doppelganger. It's from Reddit user Glitch in the Matrix. This user described washing their face in the mirror when through the towel they saw themselves standing behind a figure wearing clothes that they owned, but not what they were wearing at that time. And in quotes, it says, "What I saw, though, was myself behind me. That's me back facing me." You know what I mean? So it's like they had a panic attack, hot flashes, and
all
they
those
left the
things.
room. So that's so creepy.
Yeah,
The mirror stuff freaks me out. Like I do not want to see something in the mirror behind me. It totally freaks me out.
No, I don't like that either.
No.
That is really scary stuff. That is so freaky to me. I'm right there with you. Like, who wants to be washing their face and then see themselves behind themselves? Nope.
It's been a fear of mine. It's been a fear. I don't like foggy mirrors. I don't like to have to, like, I'm afraid to wipe away the fog and there be something behind me.
Okay.
Like if I'm washing my face, I don't want to like wipe my eyes and see something behind me.
Right.
It freaks me out. Just the idea of it. So
right. Yeah, I agree. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good one.
Yeah. So another one, the silent doppelganger roommate. The silent doppelganger roommate was posted by a paranormal. My roommate's doppelganger was the name of the paranormal site, or the story from this site. It says, late one night, a woman heard her roommate Abby walk in, remove her coat, and quietly wash dishes. She locked herself in her room as the tapping continued at the door. And the next morning, Abby confirmed she never returned. She was not there that night. She didn't return until days later. Days later, she wasn't there. And she saw her with her own eyes in the room.
Well, as much as I don't care for that, the good thing is at least it's a helpful doppelganger who comes in
doing the dishes.
I mean, how do you? I mean, maybe the doppelganger is a better roommate than the other one. You know, I mean, at least this one does chores.
Right.
That might not be a bad thing.
Yeah. But the sink was clean. So I mean, I was wondering.
It happened.
Yeah, it actually happened. The dishes were done.
Dang.
The dishes were done.
How?
I need one of those doppelgangers. I changed my mind. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. It might come true. I take it back. Cancel.
No doppelgangers of any kind.
I'll do my own dishes. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Personally, I might like a cleaning doppelganger. I might be okay with that.
Yeah. All right. We got another one. This one's called the Grandma Doppelganger Makeup. This was also posted by Glitch in the Matrix.
Oh my gosh. This person is having a real go of things.
Yeah. So she says a child was watching Pokemon cards or playing with Pokemon cards when their grandparents left for the store. Minutes later, they saw their grandmother in the mirror applying makeup upstairs. Their grandmother had already left for the store, so that's creepy. In quotes, it says, "My grandma then turns to face towards me and then turns back towards the mirror. And then shortly after, the real grandmother returned from the store, leaving an unexplained vision behind." So that's creepy. Another mirror story. We're just with the mirrors. I don't like this.
I don't like it either. I'm going to pass on that story. I don't like that.
Yeah. This one is called The Basement Doppelganger. This one is from dorm roommate's doppelganger story on a paranormal website. Okay. A college student in 1967, Tennessee, saw her roommate Jackie leave the TV room only to catch a glimpse of another Jackie through the basement window, walking without a coat out in the cold. So she said, "What is Jackie doing on the patio?" But Jackie had never left campus, and so she said that this event traumatized her. She was sure she saw her, and this caused her to have weight loss and months of psychological distress.
Whoa!
So,
hey, yeah. Wow, that's too bad.
I know.
That's a lot.
It's sad.
That's gotta be a super scary event.
It is. Yeah.
That type of effect. Wow.
I know. Oh, there was another one that this came from a YouTube video that I watched, and this one was so this kid, he was like a teenager, but he lived with his grandmother, and he was always his room was always messy, and so his grandmother would be up there like vacuuming and grabbing his laundry and doing all this stuff all the time, and so he was used to seeing her in his room, but he walked in and he saw his grandmother just staring into the closet. So he had his closet door open. She had his closet door open, just staring in there, and he's like, "Grandma, what are you doing?" And then the grandmother went into the closet and closed the door and locked it.
Oh,
and
God.
So he's like, "Hey," like beating on the door. And so he's like, "Okay." So finally he just left his room and went downstairs, and his grandmother was in the kitchen making his lunch.
God.
And he said, "How did you get down here so fast?" She's like, "What are you talking about? I've been down here making your lunch."
Oh,
so
no.
That's a creepy one too. Yeah.
You know what I think? One of the elements of all of these stories that are really scary are these things don't really talk. They just stare.
No, they don't talk. They just stare. It's so creepy.
Like, why? Don't
I know.
The staring is freaky.
Yeah.
Something just staring, like even into just like space or nothing, or even staring at you. I hate that.
Yes, I know.
But that I think the fact that they are just not even saying anything, which was such a strange phenomenon, right?
And that's that's with all of them.
Yeah, that seems to be across
they don't talk. Yeah,
they don't really talk. I have heard some stories where there was one in particular, and I don't mean to interrupt, but this made me think of it because this doppelganger spoke. It was a man who was waiting for his girlfriend to come, and they were going to go out on a date. And this his girlfriend walks up. She's in front of their apartment. It's kind of a big city. I want to say they were in New York City. She comes up and yelling at him, screaming at him, "How could you do this? Why are you doing this?" And just letting him have it. And he's like, "I have no idea. What are you talking about?" And she's like, "How could you? How could you?" And then she just goes into their apartment, shuts the door, and is gone. And he's like, "What the heck just happened?" And he's still kind of standing on the street. And then his girlfriend walks up again to him.
What?
And is like, "Yeah, hey, you ready to go? I'm ready to go." And he's like, "Wait a minute. Like, you just went upstairs."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't know." She's like, "I'm just getting here now." So that was, they did go up to the apartment. And so the original, which was the doppelganger, the angry doppelganger, had a key.
Oh, yeah.
Spoke to him, yelled to him, had a key, got into the place, and then was not there when they both went upstairs to go see her. Like, what is that
this?
About? Right.
What is that? Is it a ghost? Is it a dimension thing? Is it, what is it?
Right.
It's just, I don't know. This really freaks me out. There was another one where, another one that I heard on one of the YouTube channels that were covering doppelgangers. And I'll post all these links because they're really interesting videos. But another guy was like, he was like, I was upstairs. I heard the shower running. And he's like, the door was open to the bathroom, but like the shower was running. And so he went around the corner and he saw his dad in the bathroom. And he said he looked weird. I mean, it was like his dad, but he just looked different. Like there was something different about him. Like it just, something about his face. Like there was just something not right. But he talked to his dad. He said, well, what are you doing home? I thought you were supposed to be at work. And he just like stared at him and said nothing. And so he like closed the door and went downstairs, and his mom was making lunch for him and his brother. And he was like, hey, shouldn't we wait for dad? And the mom was like, what do you mean? He's not going to be home from work for a few hours. No, we're not going to wait on him. And the son was like, no, I just saw dad in the bathroom. And she's like, oh, no, yeah, just blew it off. And so then later he, went to his room. He went upstairs. There was nobody in the bathroom. So he just was confused, but just went on with the day. And then he heard his mom scream from the bathroom. And she also saw the dad in the bathroom shortly after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So two of the family members saw the dad in the bathroom when he was at work.
Okay.
And then they looked again and he was gone. So goodness. These stories freak me out. I don't like it. No, I don't like it. Yeah. Another one called Faceless Shadow. This one is a Reddit user. The truth is here. So this user says they awoke at night, opened the fridge, and sent someone behind them. Out of the corner of their eye, they saw a copy of themselves, but they had no face. Ew. No face. There's another no face story.
Nah, get a face, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And this copy of them was slowly walking towards their sleeping partner.
Oh,
that freaks me out.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that. But then of course it disappeared before it reached their partner. But oh my God, that freaks me out. Ugh. Yeah.
That's so awful. Like what would you do if you saw that?
I don't know.
Probably run the other way.
Yeah.
I'd be like, bye.
Whew. I don't like that. No face. Again, what is with these faceless ghosts? I don't like it.
Some faces, folks. If you're gonna show up, get a face.
So that makes me wonder if it was a doppelganger or a ghost,
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, it could be something that looked very similar to her. Like a spirit that could look similar.
Mimic, maybe a mimic. And what's the difference really between a mimic and a doppelganger?
Yeah. Probably not much. You know, when we talk about mimics, like for me, my instant thoughts are hearing.
Me too.
Hearing a mimic.
Right.
People have reported hearing voices of someone that they know, but that person is not home or they're in another room. I think we've discussed it. I have experienced that before.
Yeah, me too.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Don't like it. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Don't like that.
I know. We're channeling our inner Michael Scott.
We sure are. Like this whole show, that's the theme. The whole theme of the show, don't like that.
Don't like that. Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, man. And so there was another one that was a child's mimic, which when it messes with kids, it just freaks me out so much. But this one says a 6-year-old rushed downstairs saying he saw his father in his room smiling with white glowing eyes.
No.
And then it backed away into the darkness.
God, no.
No.
I can't.
No.
I can't do it.
No, thanks.
glowing eyes and smiling. We've talked about this,
Yeah,
ghosts. We've talked to stop your smiling.
I know.
Get a face, but just don't smile with it.
I
Eat that.
I mean, maybe they can smile if they're not just staring straight ahead
Oh, I guess so. Fine. Like
like
maybe like
this.
a pleasant smile. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Freaks me out. No, I
I
don't
don't
like
like
it.
that.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, what do you think? I mean, I think my number one thing would be interdimensional thing. Like,
Yes.
I don't, I don't know how to explain it any other
Hmm.
way, and I don't know really what the difference is between doppelgangers and ghosts, and unless they're, I mean, I think ghosts, I mean, they don't mimic you, they don't look like you, you know.
Right.
So, but I guess what I'm saying is it basically the same thing, but some ghosts have the ability to mimic
That's an
you?
interesting
Do you
theory.
know what I mean? Or is
Yes.
it an interdimensional thing? But I don't know. There's
Absolutely.
just been so many reports of people
Right.
seeing twins of their family members or themselves, or, it's just
Yeah.
wild.
There's enough to have it be a thing. Like
Yeah.
it's definite.
Yeah.
It's happening, but it's a matter of what's causing this thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
I don't want to see a twin of myself. I do not.
Especially when
Ah,
they're
and
yeah.
it's going to be smiling because I have issues with that.
Right. One day, Jamie's gonna run into Winona Ryder smiling, and she's gonna
Ah,
scream and run. She's
I
gonna be like,
am.
"No!"
Exactly. I mean, I've already been like told I smile too much, so my doppelganger is
Your
gonna be
doppelganger is a smiler. What are you gonna
smiling
do?
and staring straight ahead like you're
Yes,
freaky.
even your doppelganger is a happy doppel. It's it is what it
Ah, yeah.
is.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
creepy.
But I do like that theory. I really do. The more and more we dive into these stories each week, the more I'm looking into things. I kind of feel like other dimensions could very
I
well be a
know.
thing. And
It
once
keeps
upon a
coming up.
time, yeah,
Yeah,
there was a time you couldn't have convinced me of something like that.
no,
It's a lot to wrap your head around,
it is.
and it just doesn't go with the norm. But I don't know, there's so many things where I think it is a distinct possibility that there are many different like parallels of
Yeah.
things going on. There could be, a you in another place
Right.
happening. Now, kind of going back, I was thinking about this when I knew this was your topic this week. I remember when I did the past life regression,
Oh,
and one of the
yeah.
things that the doctor who was hypnotizing us had said, she said, you might experience past lives, you might be experiencing future lives, and you might be experiencing parallel lives.
Right.
So
Yes.
even when she said that, I was like, whoa, like that
Yeah.
sounds like that's wild. So,
Right.
I mean, that could be a thing. That could be a possibility that's going on. You could be maybe look like yourself, or maybe don't
Mm-hmm.
even look like yourself, but there's some
Right.
type of connection with another type of like you spirit in
Right.
another world or dimension someplace like that.
I
It's a
know.
lot. Yeah.
My mind's going down this like rabbit hole right now. I was actually thinking about Spider-Man, the multiverse,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
how some of the Spider-Men looked, a lot like him, and
Mm-hmm.
some didn't. And then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, maybe, I mean, some of them didn't look like him at all, really,
Yeah.
So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
huh, maybe
Yeah.
that is,
That
the
could be a thing
ghost
too.
thing too. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
maybe it is a parallel,
Sure.
universe.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's all versions of us, these
Right.
ghosts,
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't
Who
know.
knows?
It's so
These.
unexplainable, but it's
Yeah.
so worth talking about
I think so
because
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
a wild phenomenon that is clearly happening to other people,
Yeah,
and yeah, like what is happening?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Super
but
interesting.
it keeps coming up. I was totally shocked of how many doppelganger stories there were out there.
Mm, yeah.
I really had
Surprising.
no idea until I started looking into it.
Right.
I don't know, something popped up. Someone said something about doppelganger, and I think it was even like just something light, like a celebrity doppelganger thing. And I was like,
Sure.
huh, that's something we haven't covered. So I'm going to go into it, and I have not been more freaked out by some of the things I've read. It just freaks me out, especially the mirror stuff. Like it gets me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That would
Yeah.
not be fun. So let's just let our doppelgangers do their own thing. They don't need to come
No.
for a visit. We're
No.
good. Yep,
No.
we're good.
But yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed the Emily story. I totally was
Amazing.
blown away by that. It was,
Yeah. Like, it's
it
super
was good.
interesting, but there's also just this, it's so sad too.
It's so sad.
Mhm.
It ruined
Yeah.
her life. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very sad. But I do
Very
want to get my hands on that book, so we can post the
great.
link to that also.
Cool.
And if any of our listeners have any doppelganger stories, please share with us. This is such an interesting topic, and I always want to learn more. And I feel like we learn so much from the stories of other people.
We
So
really have. It's been great.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So reach
good
out
topic.
to us.
That was so cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, leave us a comment or email us the Unexplained Archives 2025 at gmail.com. Jen usually does this part. Yes. So yeah, Instagram, Unexplained Archives 25.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's where you
and
can
now
find
we're
us.
on so many platforms now too. We are on so many, like, so if you are watching us on YouTube, thank you. And we've been on Spotify, but now we're also on iHeartRadio, and we're on, what did we decide? We're on Amazon Music. Seemed like there was something else. I think we're still working out the Apple situation.
You said, we're still working on the Apple thing. Yeah, we'll let you know when that's live. But yeah, YouTube, please find us on YouTube. You can see our extra smiley, giggly faces there.
Right. Like, I don't know. Or are we our doppelgangers? We could be our doppelgangers.
Oh, that's true. You never know. That's right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We might have wanted to phone it in this week and sent our doppelgangers in.
I know. So if you are watching a YouTube video and it's just us staring straight ahead, that's probably our doppelgangers.
Just for future reference, in the event that happens, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know.
We sent them
That's not us.
Right.
Not us. Don't give them your subscriptions. We need
right. Don't subscribe to that.
Yeah, but thank you so much for listening and liking and commenting and sharing, subscribing, all that stuff. We really appreciate it. And we'll be back again next week with more juicy stuff.
Yes, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.